Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mz.gloglo Motivation. Today, I am back with a different kind of video. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm back with a different kind of video. Overlook the way I look. I have a terrible migraine. Today is the second day. When I tell you that my head is hurting so bad, and I just came to the conclusion that I got to get up out this bed, because I find that when I lay in the bed and I lay on my back and I lay on the back of my head, I'm talking about the very back of my head, it feels better, like less headache pain. And I said, let me get about this bed. I can't just do this. I can't do it. I've been taking ibuprofen and Tylenol. Now I have some Excedrin PM for migraines. I have some Excedrin somewhere, but everything's packed up. I can't find it. The Tylenols and the ibuprofens, even with the muscle relaxer, it seems like it's not doing nothing for my headache. And when I say my head is hurting, like it's hurting in my eyes, it's hurting here. And when I lay on the back of my head and just relax, it's like it takes some of the pain away. So I gave it to God, and I'm believing him that in a minute now I'm going to realize my headache is gone. Okay, so what I want to come to talk to you guys today, this is quite different now. We're going to be still coming from the Bible, talking about love. Love. Hallelujah. Oh. Okay, we're going to be talking about love. And the reason I asked that question is because when you reading and studying me, when I read and study, my mind is going. Naturally, I'm a Virgo. So naturally, my mind is constantly going. It never stops. My mind, I never stop thinking. I'm telling you, I think the only time my mind is not thinking about something, trying to figure out something, is when I'm asleep. That's when I don't realize that I'm thinking about it. My mind is not going, but my mind is constantly boom, 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 going. So my question is that, do you think that it is possible to love somebody and not like somebody, like your other person? Y'all excuse me, I got on a moo, that's it. Like, okay, just say if you're married, do you think it's possible that you love your husband or your fiance or your boyfriend or whoever it is, your partner, and not like them? Now, I know that it is possible. I know it's very possible. But I think it's not good. I think it is very essential for any relationship that you're in to like your person. Because I feel that if you don't like your person, the relationship is not going to last. Literally. That's how I feel. I may be wrong. And guess what? The comment sections is open now for opinions. So if you are an opinionated person and want to give your opinion, feel free to do that in this video today. And this video is going to be set as a premiere. So I will be reading and watching for the comments. But listen, feel free today to leave an opinion. I'm giving you the floor to be opinionated today. Okay? So, since that is something that's on my mind, I've been reading about it, researching it, and I'm reading in the Bible where I see that the Bible say, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, love the Lord thy God, to love the Lord thy God, and it say, I will love thee, they that love his name, prosper that love thee. I love them that love me. It's so many different scriptures in the Bible that talks about love, that teaches us how to love. uh, how to show love, how to spread love, how to give love, how to receive love, how to be love. Okay? But I want to know, and this is just so that we can just have a conversation. This is the way for you guys to get to know Mz.gloglo and me to get to know you guys. Okay, that's all this is. We are not debating. We're having an open panel discussion, an open platform discussion here. Okay, because I love all of God's people. I love all of God's people. Now, I did not say that I like all of the peoples, but I said I love them. Okay, so let's read some of the things that I pulled up off of the internet here. Okay, first, it tells me that it may sound strange, but it is often easier to love someone than to like them. Love can exist apart from our daily interactions with the person. When we think about them, we might feel a warm glow in our heart. We might experience affection, caring, and kindness towards them. So what made me want to ask that question was because when upon reading the Bible, it said the Lord said that we should love him with all our heart, our mind, our body, and our soul. And I'm like, now, can we love God with all of our heart, our mind, our whole body, and our soul, and yet not like him? That is the question that I'm looking for opinions about, okay? It's just an opinion. I love God, and I think I love him with all my heart, mind, body, and soul. And I know I like him. So my thing, this is just a conversation. We're having a casual conversation on a Sunday because I didn't go to service. My head is hurting. I don't know. It don't feel like a sinus headache. It feel like a migraine, but I don't know. And I don't think I have this thing on my head too tight because I've been loosening it up, pulled it down. I just don't know why my head is hurting. Let me see. Y'all, look at my hair. It's just hair. My hair is just hairing today. That's all. Ain't nothing special. Let's try it another way. I don't sleep with this on my head because sometimes I sleep with a bunny on my head, but I don't sleep with the rags on my head because I cannot stand stuff tied on my head. And I was thinking that this rag had my head hurting, but then I know that one thing I do know is whenever I go into a deep prayer, uh, praying for somebody now, like interceding for somebody or just praying for somebody, um, I pick up other people's burdens and I have not yet learned how to fully release them. And sometimes when I get through praying for somebody, I just pick up a symptom, just feel kind of sick or feel heavy or this might hurt or that might hurt. And I haven't yet been given the gift from the Spirit of God to release burdens that I pick up from praying for people. I think my prayer is very powerful. I think my prayers can be very healing, but I have not learned how to release the burdens of when I pray for somebody about something, okay? And I also want to share with you guys that I have lost two family members in my family. My uh third cousin on my mom's side, which is my first cousin grandson. So that makes him my third cousin. He was killed, uh, shot and killed a couple of days ago. And my first cousin, who is my twin, we are the same age, born the same year, just different months. Always been very close. He lost his wife, and we was close. But we hadn't seen each other in a while because I haven't been to Mississippi now since 2000. And the last time I went to Mississippi was when I took my son down there when his father passed. And that was, I want to say, in, let me see, 2015, but I didn't go. I just went, dropped my son off, and came right on back home. I did not stay. I didn't go visit. I didn't see nobody. I just was dropped him off in and out. And so yeah, so I haven't actually been down and seen and fellowshipped and spent time with none of my family down there since 2009, I think. So yeah, and me and my family got together on the phone yesterday, and we prayed and we interceded and stood in the gap for the family, and I just got a headache real bad after when we got through, and it's like a migraine, and it just will not leave, but it's gonna leave because I plead the blood of Jesus. I gave it to God, and that's what it is. Okay, but okay. So back to what I was asking you. Do you think? How do you feel? Or what's your thought on that you can love somebody and don't like them? And when I'm talking about, I'm talking, this is personal now. I'm talking about somebody that you in a relationship with, your other person, your partner, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, like that. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about a coworker or a neighbor. I'm talking about your other person, okay? Your significant other. That's what I'm talking about. So let's read some of the things that we got off the internet. It say, why is it so common to not like a person that you love? Mm, that is a good question, huh? Let's move the Bible so I can sit back a little bit. Let's move it so we can sit back. So I did find, before we get into this, let me show y'all something. I found my book. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that brief intermission, but I am back. Okay, I had a phone call. I had to get that phone call, and I'm trying to get comfortable here on the end of this chase on my couch. So, back to what I was saying, talking about, is it possible to love somebody and not like them at the same time? So, the title of this video, if I have to take a title for it, it's going to be, You Say You Love Me, but do you like me? So that's going to be the title of the video. So you know I write things down. As I go, I write things down. But it's just something that I was reading and it came to my mind. And I thought this would make a great conversation piece for Mz.gloglo motivation platform. Okay? So, like I said, the comment section is open up. Now is the time for you to be opinionated if you want to. I give you permission today to be opinionated, okay? But on days that I don't give you permission to be opinionated, if your opinions are out of order as I feel, it will be deleted, and sometimes you will be blocked, okay? But let's get back into this video. Now, let's read something. It says, why is it so common to not like a person that you love? Why is it so common to not like a person that you love? How can you say that you love me but don't like me? And that comes from, that can be that can be family, friends, co-worker, boyfriend, husband, wife, sister, brother. It can be kids, whoever. I know some people's, I know of some people that I've came across in the past that have said to me, I love my child, but I can't stand him. I do not like him. I do not like him or her. And to me, that sounds so terrible. There's no way. Now, me, that I love my child and don't like them. I love my children. I love them and I like them both. But there have been peoples that have came in my path, in my circle, in my life for a season or for whatever reason that I did find myself loving them as a friend or whatever, but then I didn't like them. because it was something about them that made me stop liking them, but I still love them as a person. Do you think it's possible to love somebody and not like them? Let's read. Okay. It say just think of how hard time with parents and siblings can be. Key points. Remember, liking someone means that we feel emotionally safe with them as well as a sense of ease. Remember, we tend to like people who have a high degree of emotional health and self regulation. Remember, a spontaneous delight being with someone is a sign that we like them. So, you say you love me, but do you like me? You say you love God, but do you like him? So, let's give this video a title. Do you love God or like him? And we might play around with the title here and there, okay? So, have you ever considered that some of the peoples you love are not peoples that you like? Have you ever considered that some of the peoples that you love today in your life are is somebody that you don't like? There's a lot of friends that say they love their best friends and don't like them. Think about the person that was supposed to be this person's best friend, and I just seen this on the YouTube news article before, where the best friend unalived the other best friend. So, is it possible to love somebody and don't like them? Yes, it is. It is. We have a lot of people that are jealous, very covetous, that covet your blessing, that when you get blessed with something, they dislike you because of what you have been blessed with. Even though you probably done went out there and worked hard for that. Or you done went out there and signed your John Hancock on a contract, and so you can make payments on this thing. But peoples will hate you. Okay? So, it said, have you ever considered that some of the peoples you love are not peoples you like? And how can that be? I would not presume to define what it means to love someone other than to suggest that loving a person implies that we care about them and that we want them to be happy. We hold a fond They hold a fond place in our heart that appreciate them, and we value the good things about the relationship that we have with them. So how can they not like us, but at the same time say they love us? Okay? What does it take to like someone? These are some very good little pinpoints that I ran across. What does it take to like someone? It may sound strange, but it is often easier to love someone than to like them. Love can exist apart from our daily interactions with a person. When we think about them, we might feel a warm glow in our heart. We might experience affection, caring, and kindness toward them. But, listen to this, if we spend more than an hour with them, or perhaps, let's say, more than 2 minutes, we might wonder why we schedule so much time together. Just to say that if you was married and you have a mother-in-law that's still here with you guys in this world, a lot of times in-laws the husband and wife just don't get along with the in-laws. Okay? So just because you don't like your mother-in-law or your father-in-law or sister or brother-in-law, it do not mean that you don't love them. And when you love somebody and don't like them, you don't have to take that. You don't have to take that to another level by acting out the not like part. Okay? Because acting on the not like part can cause you to do something that you might regret for the rest of your life. And that could hurt them, hurt the families for the rest of their lives. So is it possible to love somebody and not like them? Yes, it is. Do you think that there are peoples that love the Lord but don't like him? Why is my finger itching? That love the Lord and don't like them? Yes. It's some people that don't like the Lord. But what difference does that make? For them, it make a lot of difference. It make a salvation a difference. So let's see what else we're going to read about. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to have this conversation with you guys. Now, consider our relationship with our parents or our siblings. Perhaps we have been blessed with ones who understand, who are kind, and that also are supportive to us. So if we might love them and like them, remember I say love and like them, that means we enjoy their company, we relish our time with them, being together with them, and we look forward to calling them. We look forward to visiting them. We look forward to going on vacationing with them. If so, if that be the case, then guess what? We are very blessed indeed to love them and to like them. Because there's a whole lot of family that say I love them. I love my family. I love this person. I love that person. I go to hell and high water for them. But I can't stand them. I don't like them. But I fight for them. Oh, yeah. Come on. That don't make sense. It literally do not make sense. To me, it makes me feel like you're not thinking and using your common sense. Okay? But so often I hear stories from friends and from even clients when I used to be in management that they have fraught relationships, man, with their relatives. You know what I'm saying? They love them, but the relationship is so far from being nurturing. They'll tell you I love them, but it ain't nothing nurturing about the relationship that they have with this person. Okay? So after a visit or a phone call, it says that they left feeling drained and depleted. Who want to call somebody and when you hang up the phone with them, you feel drained, you feel confused, you feel depleted, you feel hurt? It don't make sense, but it happens every day. So is it possible to love somebody and not like them? Yes, it is. It is very possible. Now, it say, if this resonates with you, perhaps a relative, a friend, or even your spouse might come to mind who you care about and love. But you just can't handle being around them for a very long time. If it's my husband and I can't handle being around him for a very long time, I'm finna be unmarried. I'm not finna be with that husband. When I realized that I loved my husband and I feel like it was a marriage of convenience, because all he did in the first husband was abuse me, put his hands on me, physically, verbally, emotionally, and mentally. when I realized it, when I came to my common senses, when I realized with my heart, my whole heart, that man don't love me. If he did, he wouldn't talk to me like that. He wouldn't hit me. He wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do that. I ended the marriage and never looked back. But guess what? It wasn't too late, but I was late. I should have been ended because guess what? I had a stroke in the brain from being hit in the head with a fist, from being pounded on. I stayed a little too long, but I got out before it was too late because I'm still alive. I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to give my testimony about that right now. So I was blessed. Somebody did not make it out of an abusive relationship. Somebody not here to testify, to tell what they went through. But I made it. By the grace and the mercy of God, I made it. So is it possible to love somebody and not like them? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, it says, we all have a need to be heard, to be valued, and to be supported. We long for a sense of ease with someone, yet we never seem to get there with them. And that's true. I never seemed to get that sense of ease when I was with my first husband. When I was with my second husband, another ease I was looking for. I never got that. He was a cheater. He was very manipulative and not loving. He was loving. He was very affectionate, but he was too affectionate. He wanted to be affectionate with everybody else, not just me. I don't like sharing my love. I don't like sharing my man. And I had to get out of that one. And because I got out of it before it was too late, before it turned toxic, where we began to put our hands on each other like that, I ended it. I walked away from it. And here I am. I'm here, blessed by the best. Too blessed to be stressed. Because of God, because of Jesus, I'm here to tell my story, to share with you guys, to let you know that if you're in an abusive relationship and somebody's putting their hands on you, cursing you out, being verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive, and emotionally abusive, run while you can. Because if that person is treating you like that, he don't like you. He might say he love you, but he don't like you. See, love is an action. Love shows. Love don't hurt. It don't. It do not. I don't care how many times people say love hurt. Love don't hurt. It do not hurt. When I was in my very last relationship with my ex-fiance, Mr. Ronald Beasley, I knew what real love was. He made me know what real love was. He loved me unconditionally. And what caused us to end our relationship is because he fell prey to drugs. He picked up a habit that was more important to him than me and our relationship. It took him away from me night after night after night. And I cannot deal with that. I just said I don't believe in sharing my man. And I was not finna share the love of my life, my fiance, with that white powder. Mm-mm. So I had to end that relationship. But I love him to this day. But while I was still with him, I realized that I did not like him. I did not like who he had became as far as dealing with the drugs. I did not like what the drugs had did to him. So I had to leave. And I hope and pray that this makes sense to you guys. Remember, the comment sections is open. Voice your opinion. Leave me comments. Okay? So, the foundation for liking someone is feeling emotionally safe. When you like somebody, when you're in a relationship, and you love them and you like them, you feel emotionally safe with that person. You feel comfortable talking with them. You feel comfortable being quiet together with them, and there's no pressure to keep the conversation going when you are in a relationship with somebody that you love and you like. Okay? We don't feel compelled to guard our words or defend ourselves when we are in a relationship with somebody that we love and we like. But if we're in a relationship with somebody that we don't like, you feel like you got to guard your words. You got to be careful of what you say. You can't be your real self. Okay? We find it easy to be present with them. We can be serious as well as lighthearted and humorous. We feel happy, we feel engaged and delighted in being in their presence when we like them and love them. A spontaneous delight for being with a partner, a friend, a relative is a telltale sign that we like them. We tend to like people who are emotionally healthy, who have a high degree of self-worth and self-regulation, a pleasant disposition, a self-confidence without being arrogant or controlling. It's more difficult to like people who are emotionally challenged without a healthy capacity for self-regulation. People are more likely to lash out without anger, sarcasm, and blaming. They are more prone to act out their feelings rather than to express them in a non-violent, non-threatening way. People who are self-absorbed, consumed by shame, inauthentic, overly talkative, with reciprocating by extending attention towards our world, or unwilling to show vulnerability, are more challenging to like. That is the truth. There may be more complexity as to why you might not like a person. Perhaps they embody a valuability that unsettles you because you have an aversion towards your own vulnerability. Perhaps they are more accomplished than you and you feel intimidated by them. Perhaps they remind you of a parent or a former partner you dislike, or maybe they seem self-righteous and remind you too much of your own distaste for self-righteousness. Perhaps you dislike a friend who's separated from their partner. You might actually be jealous because some part of you would like to do the same. As you uncover these shadowy aspects of why you don't like someone, something might shift inside of you and then between you. And that's what happened with me and my other two marriages. Something shifted inside of me and between us. That is it. That's all. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that this made a difference in somebody's life. It's a thought that came to me from studying the Word, and I just wanted to share it with you. So in closing, I want to suggest that you eliminate people who you do not like. It is a blessing to us to have people in our life who we love and appreciate. But I do suggest that you stay open to connecting with people with whom you might experience a spontaneous delight, or and importantly cultivating those qualities that you do not like about others within yourselves. My God, that was really good. And I hope that you got something out of it. Flood the comment section down below. Share this video out, guys. Share it out, share it out, share it out. Thumbs up this video, okay? And let other people see it. Somebody need to see this video. Somebody is going through something. Somebody is in a DA relationship, and they need to hear that. Somebody is in a relationship with somebody. Somebody's friend with somebody that they love and think that is their best friend, but that person don't like them. And they might be planning your demise. Gotta be very careful. Peoples are very evil. We are living in the world of evil now, okay? Peoples are doing the unthinkable. Have to be very careful. We have to choose to pick and fight our own battles. And we have to use common sense as well as the other five senses that we have. Okay? I love you. This is Mz.gloglo and the Motivators, and I am out. If you want to read about love in the Bible, you can read Levi chapter 19:18, Deuteronomy 6:5, Deuteronomy 19:9, Psalms 18, Psalms 122, Ecclesiastic 3, and Hosea chapter 14, and Amos chapter 5. And let me know what you think down below. Happy Sunday. God bless. I love you. And remember, do you love God or do you like him? You say that you love me, but do you like me? Until next time, God bless. And I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this and we can conversate. You know, this might make me bold to start going live and having open conversation. I love you. Pray for my headache that it be gone. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.